Hey guys, so really quickly I'm going to be sharing a testimony. It is going to be a little bit more on the heavy side, but I promise everything that I'm saying is true, is honest. And I guess I want to share this testimony with you so that you know that God speaks in different ways, you know. So there was a time in my life where I did not dream. I did not have any dreams, but I remember I started praying for dreams. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I was asking for that, but I started praying, and on my birthday, May 11th, 2016, I had a dream, right? And the dream was that there was this lady who was very sad and she was crying and everything. But suddenly it switched, and the lady, all of a sudden, she's very upset, very mad, very angry. And someone comes up to her. I don't know who this person was, but someone comes up to her and says, hey, good or bad, God is going to use this to benefit you. Somewhere, somehow, like good or bad, God is going to use this for you, to benefit your life. And she started screaming and crying, and people were trying to hold her down. Like, they were trying to really hold her down. And she was screaming and she was crying, and she says, you don't know what it's like to have a child with a rapist. That was the end of the dream. Man, I woke up so confused. I'm not gonna lie. I woke up like, what was that? Like, what type of dream was that? I didn't even think it was from God or anything of that sort. I kind of just pushed it aside, and I was like, did I watch something to provoke this? Like what happened? Like, this is so weird. I'm like, okay, whatever, who cares? Next day, May 12th of 2016, I was at this worship practice, and there was some visitors that came by from Puerto Rico. Turned out to be a pastor and the family, and I was playing the keyboard, and these people just came in and started praying for the youth, but I was playing the keyboard, just worshiping the Lord. And I remember the moment that I saw the pastor's wife come in, my heart like skipped a beat. I stopped playing the keyboard. I was so shocked, because this lady looked exactly like the person in my dream. And I was like, there's no way that I just dreamt of this lady. I've never met this woman. She's from Puerto Rico. Like, I'm from Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way, right? So I'm like, nah. I'm gonna keep just pushing it aside. Someone else walks behind her, looks just like her. They kind of look really identical. And for some reason, I keep having these thoughts like, is it her, or is it her that I dreamt of? And it was like kind of like this certainty of like knowing, like, like the dream in itself cannot be a coincidence. Like, something's going on. All right, these two girls look just very identical to the one in my dream, and I was really confused in that moment, because I was like, man, like I dreamt of one person with two different emotions. Like, one person was just very sad and tearful, and the other person was very mad. But I was just so lost, and I was like, nah, there's no way. And it would not leave my mind. Like, this dream would not leave my mind, and I was like, it has to be one of them. So I was like, if I don't ask, I'm gonna regret. And I was so like afraid, because I was like, what if it's not true? What if it's just me and I'm just going up to this person and I'm asking them like something so personal and things like that, right? But I was like, you know what, like, I can't like shake this feeling off of me. Like, I need to go talk to this lady. So I go to her and I'm like, hi. She's like, hi, how can I help you? And I was like, can I go talk to you in private? And she's like, yeah, what's going on? So she's like, let's go talk. So we go talk, and I said, listen, I had a dream with you yesterday. And I know you don't know me, and I know that sounds crazy, but I had this dream, and I just need to tell you about it. And I told her. And she says to me, you know what? This dream is from God, because I was abused. And it breaks my heart even now. I don't know. Like there's this feeling of wow, like I actually dreamt of this and it happened. And then there's this feeling of like, I'm so sad that this happened to you, you know? It breaks my heart that you went through what you went through, you know? And I remember, you know, after we were talking, I told her, you know, man, I'm so sorry. It's crazy. But I remember I was saying, oh, well, you know, okay, but, you know, that wasn't the ending of the dream, you know? And I was telling her, like, oh, man, like, I wasn't sure if it was you or the person that came with you because you guys look really identical. And, you know, the dream was just really weird. And then I told her the whole rest of the dream. And she's like, well, what else did you dream about? And I said, well, in the ending of the dream, it was, you know, you don't know what it's like to you know, have a child with a rapist. And she says to me, sweetie, honestly, this is a dream from God because that other person is my daughter. And tomorrow she has to go to court to see the man that abused her, that she has a child with. And I was shocked. And I realized that the dream wasn't just one person, it was both of them. And that's the daughter of the mother. Technically, they are one in a sense. And they look identical because obviously mother and daughter, you know, some kids just look a lot like their parents. But I remember feeling disbelief and just shocked and overwhelmed and somewhat happy at the same time, knowing that, you know, I received what I asked for, but I wasn't expecting it to be like that, you know. And then I took a moment and I said, okay, there has to be a reason that God is showing me this. So I said to her, can I pray for you? Can I pray for your daughter? She said, absolutely. And I said, okay. And I went to her daughter and I said, listen. And you know, her daughter's crying, upset after I told her what I told her, the dream, you know. But I said to her, I believe God showed me this so that he can let you know how much he is there watching you and listening. Because why would he show a stranger? Why would he show someone that doesn't know you of what's going on, of how you're feeling? It's because God cares about how you feel. He cares about what you're going through. He cares about it all. And I remember I prayed for her and, you know, she cried, we hugged. That was that. And then the following year, you know, I had the opportunity to go on the trip to Puerto Rico and, you know, I got to see them again and they were doing way, way better emotionally. They were doing so much better and they were in a better state mentally. And I was mind blown. But that's one of the testimonies that I wanted to share. And, you know, I do believe that dreams, they do, you know, some dreams, of course, they do have meaning. But this is just a way that God tends to speak to me a lot is through dreams. You know, I did ask for it. I just wasn't expecting it to be so, you know, right there in my face. Like, this is what you want. This is what you're going to get. And this is, you know, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go out there and comfort those and warn others and let them know, you know. But yeah, so really just wanted to encourage you guys that, you know, if you ask for God to speak to you, he definitely will speak to you, and he has different ways of speaking. And I know that this particular testimony is a little bit more on the heavier side, but I just wanted to share it with you guys. God moves in mysterious ways, you know, and he can talk to us in different ways. You know, some might hear him audibly, you know, some might just have a sensation, some might dream, some might have visions, you know. But I mean, however God speaks to you, just listen and obey, because I believe that God speaks to us not just so that our faith can grow more with him, but so that it can help others. And so take your time to listen, because maybe what he's saying is not just to benefit you or to answer a prayer request, but to truly help someone who needs a word of encouragement, who needs a touch of love in their life. So yeah, but thanks for watching. I hope to share more testimonies in the future. But yeah, cool. All right, bye. God bless you.